Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here. Welcome to 60 and Me. Thanks so much for being here this morning. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are in the world. And I just want to thank you for your support and for being here. It's kind of cloudy today. I think it's getting near that time of the year when sun is going to be a precious commodity. But I hope that wherever you are, you're in a good space mentally. And that we can't control the weather or what goes on in the world, but we can control our attitude to it all. So hope that you're all feeling positive. Now, I've got my cup of tea this morning. I'm actually drinking a very simple, oops, where did it go? I have lost the tea bag. Oh, there it is. It's green tea. It's one of my little favorite teas. I drink green tea probably twice a day, every day. And then I just mix it with other things. So I've got my tea. Hope you have a drink or just coffee, juice, whatever you love, and that you're feeling good in yourself, just in your body. And I've got a topic today that is one reflective topic, and we've talked about it before, but this article by Paul Usray gave us a different perspective on something that I know we all think about, and that's our legacy. You know, how we're going to be remembered. And I think that's something that comes into focus as we get older without really even trying. It's just like a natural sort of chemical thing that goes on. We start thinking, what's the way that people are going to remember me and talk about me? And so I thought Paula's article gives 3 different ways to think about it, have an impact after you're gone. And she is a former nonprofit director, so she's worked for nonprofit organizations and found that a donor wall was always a really big success, because people kind of like to have their name, up on the wall, that I stood for this thing. Whatever the cause was, they were prepared to put their name up there and say, I'll give you a donation because I believe in what you're doing. And that somehow spoke their passion. It spoke of their passion. It spoke of their concern. So I think these are some legacy opportunities that she talks about, and I think it's worth reflecting. One thing she says is no matter how little you have, communication matters. So this is an important gift that you can give to your family before you die. And I've said it before, we've talked about it before, but here's a reminder. The situation or the story that she tells in the article is 2 sisters sitting side by side at their mom's funeral. And she had very little material possessions at all, but the older daughter thought that she would be given the one thing she did have, which is a beautiful bracelet. And the younger sister took it. They had an argument about it, and it went on for 30 years. Like, they didn't talk to each other for 30 years because they were upset. The older sister was upset with the younger sister, and the mother, it had nothing to do with it. I mean, she was obviously dealing with her own situation. And, this is just an example, Paula says, of how discussing beforehand, what you want to have done with your precious possessions, even if it's just a simple thing, just one item that may not have any monetary value. Sometimes that's the only lifeline. And the other thing, of course, is if you've got multiple children, leave them all a little something, or just say, or a note, just a little letter, because I think that's important. But communication, super, super important. Did you know that 51% of Americans don't have wills? People between 55 and 64, they don't have a will. So even online would be helpful. So if you've got any, ability to do this and you feel comfortable doing it, go ahead and fill out a will online. Just let people know what you'd like your family and friends to have. Another thing that she reminds us is that once you've moved on, the things that you did, your actions, will speak louder than your words or your possessions or anything. People remember, as Maya Angelou said, not what you said or what you did, but how you made them feel. So it's not just doing something, it's how you do it with the heart and the commitment and the passion that says something about you. Whether it's time with your friends or time with your grandchildren, make every single second count, because those are the memories that people will have. What you did and how you made them feel, not the material possessions. Yes, they may sit there and hold something that was dear to you and remember you, or look at your picture or whatever, but it's really those memories. Your actions are powerful. And that's what I love actually about the women in our 60 and Me community is and I thank you for this really from the bottom of my heart, is that you're always telling me, what we've done to help you or how we've impacted your life. And for me to know that now, when I'm still here to read the words and feel the gratitude, is really important. And so I thank you for that. I mean, people just don't hold back, and I hope I don't hold back with you. I mean, I can't look at every single one of you, but I want you to know that you are individually, interesting and important to me. So for Paula, she makes an investment in other people. This is what she does with her life, and this is the true power of a life after death. This is the life that you lived, the things you did to contribute to society, and the goodness that you had in your heart for your fellow human beings. And that's the life that you continue after death. I really believe in that. So another thing that you can do, we mentioned it briefly, is a personal message that can make all the difference. And I know sometimes, of course, if it's not possible, you don't have time or whatever, but if you can leave a little video message to your grandchildren, or you can leave a note, a letter, or you just point them to somewhere that a video of you that should bring back a memory for them, just something, a personal message. And I think that what that does is it shares your values. It shares what was important to you, and it gives them just something to hold on to and share with them. What were your life challenges? What happened in your life that was hard that you learned from? Are there any tips you would give them that that you learned the hard way, that they might be able to learn a little easier? Because we all know lessons are learned by living them. But, well, maybe you've got some suggestions, things that you saw coming and in their lives that you could help. I actually have attached letters to my wills, not huge letters, just little notes. And it's just the most bizarre thing to do it, to write it as if you're not there. But I think and hope it will be precious to my children, and particularly and the grandkids I have to catch up on. Right now I'm working on the memories. I need to write them a note too. So I think the main thing that Paula says is she really advises people in her life to not take life too seriously, to laugh with a big heart, and to love and live fully, to actually make the most of every precious moment we have. So that's Paula's suggestion that she would give to people. What would you say? What advice would you give? I actually pretty much would say that too. Don't take yourself too seriously, and know that what you do for people and how you make them feel is the most important thing. And be kind. That's the best value I can think of. Just be thoughtful and kind. Simple. Anyway, that's what I'd like to communicate. But anyway, what would you like to communicate? What kind of legacy do you think is most important? And how do you go about putting those legacies into action? How have you put them into action in your life? Or how do you plan to put them into action? I hope this is, I know it's a topic that we go, do they want to talk about that? But it's really important, I think, that that we know in the back of our minds it's something that's important, but it's just do something about it. Write a will, write a note, make it clear what your wishes are, and then just enjoy your life. Then forget about everything else and just have fun as a beautiful, vibrant, healthy 60-year-old woman. So take care, everybody. Have a fabulous day. Go out and check out our website. And thank you from the bottom of my heart for your contribution that you make to 60andMe. And if you do feel like making a financial contribution, I would remind you again about patreon.com. We don't charge a membership here, as you know. We try to, provide content that's of value to you, that you are prepared to support. And everyone that's stepped up, we really do appreciate it. Just $1 a month or $3, whatever you can afford. It means the world to me, and I do thank you. So tell us what important legacies you think are important and how you are planning to incorporate those in your life. Take very good care, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Go out and do something great for yourself. We'll see you all again very soon. Bye-bye for now.